two ways. We can use the phone app, or we can do it right from the gimbal itself, and then we can auto-tune our current setup. So if you change to a different camera or a different camera and lens, you can auto-tune it for each setup. So I'm just going to use the app. So here's the app here, and you can see we have parameter setting, remote control, creative video, camera setting, recenter, sleep, and I'm connected because it would say disconnect if I wasn't, and you can see it's set for Sony Multi. I don't have the cable connected, but you can see my camera models there. Now, if you have certain camera compatibilities, you'll be able to see what you can control using the gimbal. Now, if we go to parameter setting, you can see we have motor setting, button functions, calibration, advanced setting, configuration. If I go to motor setting, if you look down from below there, you can see auto tune. Now, when I click auto tune, you're going to start to see some adjustments happening with your camera. So you could see that it's going to check each axis and make adjustments and auto-tune the setup for you. Make sure that the lock is not on, because that could affect everything. So make sure that the lock that you have on the gimbal is not on. So it takes a few seconds, and once it's auto-tuned, you're pretty much good to go. Now, another thing I want to mention too is the dead angle. So if you look down, you'll see filter, follow setting, dead angle. Now you can adjust this dead angle, and what that does is it adjusts the amount of time that something happens. So for example, if you're on a pan and you twist your wrist, depends on what that setting is before that kicks in. So if you want it to kick in right away, then set it for 0. But if you like to walk with your gimbal and then kind of make a little wrist adjustment and you don't want it to kick in right away, you can adjust that. So you can adjust the pan, tilt, and roll. I have mine set for 15. So that's the dead angle. I have mine set for 15. You might want to experiment with that and see what you like. Now, you can do everything. I'm going to click confirm for the auto tune. Now you can configure everything on the app, but you can also do it on the gimbal itself. So you can see here, if we click on motor settings again, we have all those settings there. And then also if we go back out, we have remote control. So you can use your phone app as a remote control. So for example, if we wanted to pan, I have my pan set for slow. So you can see it's just a nice slow pan, but you can adjust that pan speed. So you can do your pan, you can do your tilt, you can do your roll, just by using the phone app. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Also, you can see where it says speed right there, and I can adjust the speed of the pan or the tilt either on the gimbal or using the phone app. So I'm going to turn it up, and then we'll go back, and then you can see. So I'm going to hit recenter. It's going to go back. Now, when I click on the remote, you're going to see that this is going to happen a lot quicker. We're going to have a faster pan. So you can see now we have a faster pan, and we're going to go back. And then we're also going to go up. Now again, you can use the joystick, you can use the follow modes, or you can use this remote on the phone app. So there's just some of the features. Also as well, we have our creative video where we have motion lapse, we have variable speed time lapse, and we have time lapse. So I'll probably make another video in the future about that, or you can always Google it if you want to see how to do that right now. So anyway, that's the rundown on how to balance, auto-tune, and some of the custom features of the Moza